Greetings everyone, it's Mar, and once again, you're seeing my face. If you wonder about the quality, this is me using the video cam real quickly, the webcam. Now, as the title up there suggests, this is just a quick little vlog, give some updates about the life and stuff coming to the channel real quickly. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned it in any of my more recent reviews, even in passing, but over the course of the last 4 or 5 months, I switched jobs. I went from working for a private security company, being subcontracted to work at a courthouse, to working security at a casino. It's about double the drive, both in time and in miles, but pays more, actually have benefits. All around, better job. And I like it thus far. I mean, a lot more work to do, but I feel better about myself, and I actually feel like I'm advancing instead of stagnating. Now, because of that and the class I was taking, having to adjust at the same time, that's why my videos over the last couple months before summer started, it was slower, like maybe like one video every now and then, and that was even before I switched to the format I'm going for right now. And they might slow down in the next couple weeks because I am starting another class pretty soon. Now, considering that this one is history, so there can be a little less writing overall than a literature class, which I think that literature class actually is helping this channel because it's helping my analyzing and writing skills. It will take less time to having to write, where it's like, oh, I just finished writing an assignment for class. Although I will say some of those assignments I did write did turn into videos, like that video I did about a month ago, Mar Talks, my thoughts on the Raven and what it means. If you haven't seen it, Google it. I think it's an interesting video. Now, what's coming to the channel? As of right now, I am working on the next Mar Talks video. I know, other than the Raven and an re-upload of the Iron Maiden video, it's been a while since I've done one. I know I wanted to do the Christmas list one, but I didn't get around to it, and then since then I just kept putting stuff off. Well, the next one is going to be on this film right here, The Mask of Zoro. It just hit its 20th anniversary, and I felt the time was right. Now, there's a couple parts in the analyzing section I'm going back and editing right now, at least the script, because I haven't recorded that part yet. Because when I was recording the first part, I'm like, yeah, I'll wait and record this part later. So I'm editing through the first couple parts of it. And if you guys want to see what I mean by editing, let me just drag this screen back and then I'll show you. Oh, dang it, what the heck just happened? I dragged it back a little bit too far. See, there's the camera, and there is what I got so far. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but a lot went into those couple minutes of what I had edited. The time-consuming part is getting the audio down to the takes I want to use, and then putting the video and footage, the video and pictures up. Yes, because for this I am using some footage. Mainly it's going to be from the documentary for certain moments, but I think there's a couple moments where I am going to try to use the footage. It's from TriStar, so I don't know how picky they're going to be, but if they try to say something, I'm going to argue fair use, because this falls under fair use. It falls under review and a little bit of education. Now, unlike the past Mar Talks, I'm actually splitting it up into sections instead of going forward with it. The first section is going to be about pre-production, the second section is going to be about historical and literary influence on the film, and the last one's going to be my analyzation of it. Now, that one is where I'm still editing, like I said, because there's a couple moments I think I gotta add in there to make it a little bit more well-rounded, and that's probably where I'm gonna put the critical response to the film at the beginning, which I have to add in right now. I just gotta look up what the specific review said, but I think this will be an interesting one. It'll probably be another week or so before it's up, longer depending on how long this editing takes, but it should be up. And then other than that, I also have a couple other reviews planned. Like, I do want to get around to reviewing the original Incredibles again one day down the road. I just got to get my hands on the film. End of the month, when Deadpool 2 hits Blu-ray, I'll probably do another review of that, or at least a quick little audio vlog talking about my thoughts on the changes that I notice, if I notice any major. There's going to be a couple Blu-ray reviews coming soon, one for In the Mouth of Madness, another for RoboCop 3, and then I'll finally get around to some of the Criterion ones. A couple first impressions for videos on DVR I'm going to get around to watching. And some of the old first impressions reviews that I wrote that are on the blog but I haven't put on the channel yet. I will modify those slightly for a couple of them, like Infinity Wars. Once I manage to get my hands on it, I'm going to watch it again, and then probably add some things, change some wording around when I do the audio section, give my current thoughts on it. Which is an aside, I finally managed to track down the other pop from that Infinity Wars little section that they released that I could not find around the time the film came out, because it seems everyone grabbed it up. $10 on Amazon. Balanced, as all things should be. In addition to that, probably Ready Player One's another one. Gotta look through a couple other ones, see if there's any other ones that I want to do. Later in the year, I'll probably finish another Mar Talks video I started, which is one on Sailor Moon. I gotta get around to watching at least the first box set in there. Probably also get around to watching a couple other films I got over there, maybe a couple anime ones, like from that Dragon Ball movie box set I have. I've never watched any of those movies all the way through, so this should be interesting. And maybe then I'll get around to revisiting Dragon Ball Evolution, but maybe I'll save that for next year when it's the 10th anniversary of that flop. Other than that, that's about it I have planned for right now. There's a couple Disney films I want to watch pretty soon, like The Black Cauldron and Lilo and Stitch. Other than that, I don't have anything Disney planned until Wreck-It Ralph 2 comes out, which I'll probably revisit the first film, then watch the new one, give my thoughts on it. I can already say I'm starting to like the humor that they're doing. It's meta, but done right. But hopefully it's just not those scenes that are done that way. Only other thing to say is I wonder what other Star Wars characters will be in the film besides the Stormtroopers. Anyway, that's about it that's coming on the channel right now. Just stay tuned for the videos as they come up. And for those of you who are subscribed to the channel, if you would not see me in your feed, click that little bell icon that's next to the subscribe thing, then you'll definitely see my videos when they pop up.